So this is going to be my reaction to the news. Ah, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. You all, I am just, I kid you all not that off camera, my reaction is one way, and then because I'm trying to keep it professional, I can't really respond the way that I really, really want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm gonna do for you all is basically read the article. I'm gonna touch upon a couple things, but what I'm just gonna do first is read the article. This is my reaction, you all. I literally just got the news. This month has been one for the books, This month has been very eventful. I just feel so bad for Rihanna, I feel so bad for Rihanna, and, you know, with all her success, with all her jewels and money and notoriety and fandoms and everything, I'm so disappointed, you know? Uh, I am going to touch upon the cheating rumors. People in the industry, people who actually have been around ASAP and Rihanna separate and together, have expressed a lot of things about ASAP. In fact, because of that rumor, I found out through social media, sadly, that ASAP is a recovering sex addict. Now, I didn't know that ASAP was a recovering sex addict. So, yes, I'm shocked that Rihanna would have a child with somebody like that. But then again, there's other, stories swirling that this baby, we don't really know a lot of things about a lot of things. Uh, you know, those who know, those who don't, you know what I'm saying? So Rihanna is due any minute now, any day now. They've caught her with some pictures in Barbados, and that belly is dropped and ready to pop. It's obvious, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel so strongly that anybody trying to minimize this arrest, minimize the rumors, minimize just so many things about how Rihanna's appearance and how she carries herself and all these things have changed from being with ASAP is ludicrous. It's ludicrous. Like, I hate to break the news to men who are minimizing this and dusting this off, but no lady wants her man to be arrested, especially when she's pregnant. So I feel like I could already see people trying to minimize this. Oh, well, the alleged event, the connection to why he got detained was in 2021. And so it didn't happen this year. I can already see people trying to minimize him being arrested. I mean, the guy is arrested. I just I just think I really just thank you all that more than ever I'm just disappointed, and you know people in Rihanna's camp who have worked with Rihanna and seen her become an absolute empire success, from music to makeup to lingerie. These are people around Rihanna that I'm sure have seen her through many other relationships and have observed, other men's behavior around her. And, it's no secret. It's no secret that Rihanna takes no ish You know, Rihanna is a very strong, confident lady. And honestly, you all, we know on a deeper level that if Rihanna actually took a break from ASAP or broke up with him or, you know, cursed him out and paparazzi got a picture of it, that they would judge her. You know what I'm saying? Because when she was with the billionaire, and a lot of people still can't understand what happened there, and they're like, wow, you know, Rihanna skipped a billionaire for this guy. But the reality is that the pictures we got of them arguing when Rihanna was with the billionaire was pretty shocking, you know, and it wasn't the best look. I don't really know what the relevancy of is of a paparazzi, you know, capturing a very private moment with a boyfriend and a girlfriend arguing. I don't really, I think that part of the, you know, the media and the paparazzi is disgusting, but those pictures will forever be on the internet. So humbly, in regards to the arrest and in regards to the cheating rumors, I really think that Rihanna and her team, especially, are trying to save face. Any other publication posting certain things, I really feel so strongly, you all, that it's all to calm Rihanna down. It's all to not cause a bigger storm. And the fact that now ASAP is arrested, it's going to cause more rufflings. You know, it's not a good look. And I don't know why people try to minimize cheating and minimize being arrested and minimize, you know, all these crucial things that really and truthfully should not be happening to Rihanna. It's just, you know, clowns supporting other clowns. You know, a cheater is always a cheater. It's very rare that somebody who is an addict or a cheater is going to change unless that person wants to change and wants to be better for their partner, you know? So I don't understand the minimization of the trauma, the absolute trauma that Rihanna is going through. Whether everything they put in the media is true or not, I don't think it matters. It's the fact that somebody thinks that they have enough evidence or enough cushion to even put that out there. You know, like, with all due respect, a man on his P's and Q's, especially in Hollywood or any kind of industry, is not going to be having rumors like that. Sorry, like, there's slim pickings as it is for these ladies in Hollywood, and I feel bad for them. You know, it's slim pickings, but if a man is faithful and if a man is doing what he's supposed to do, people are not gonna talk. You know, they're not going to talk. Maybe because a girl's jealous of Rihanna, you know, she may try to pull something, but the fact that his record's not that good, and I just think the fact that people already didn't like him with her, I don't think makes it any better, you know. But with that said, where we were not there, you know, I wasn't there, you were not there. And at the end of the day, I just really feel in my core that Rihanna is wanting to have a safe pregnancy. Period. Rihanna wants a safe pregnancy. Her team know it. ASAP's team knows it. The media knows it. If anything was to happen to that baby, there'd be hell to pay. You know, there'd be a lot of hell to pay. So to minimize the wound, to minimize the impact, I mean, on so many levels, they have to protect Rihanna. You know, she's so high up. Like, it just makes sense to me. So it's a situation where I feel like Rihanna would want ASAP in the delivery room. You know, there's no scenario here where I see that ASAP would not be included in the birth of his first child with Rihanna, if that is his child. There's no way that he would not be included. And that's what I think it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? After the baby is born, if Rihanna, you know, wants to kick him to the curb and say, listen, you know, I'm going to go ahead and trust this person, you know, we're not working out, you know, you annoy me or whatever. Rihanna can do that. Let's not be silly here. Rihanna can have this baby and then months or years later, even weeks or days later, you know, leave ASAP, because at that point the job is done. As cynical as it sounds, at that point the job is done. She had the emotional and physical support of ASAP to help her walk down certain places, to rub her stomach, to be there for her emotionally, and then some, romantically. He served his purpose. You see what I'm saying? And then after the baby comes, there's a strong possibility that, just knowing Rihanna's personality and how she's been in other relationships, from what I've seen from Rihanna, I don't see her being the kind of lady to stick around for that. I just don't see it. Once again, because Rihanna is about to be a mom and she's pregnant, we don't know what's going on in her head. I don't think that anybody besides Rihanna is going to know how angry or sad or hurt she is. But I just think the fact that this is happening back to back, I mean, the cheating allegations, and then now him being arrested, it's troublesome. It's got to kind of itch at her brain, and I'm sure she's kind of wondering to herself, privately, what the heck is going on? Who did I get pregnant for? Is this fatherly material? And this is why the girls keep saying to other ladies out here, be very careful who you have children with, because it's not just 18 years. It's not just 18 years. It's a lifetime. It's an actual lifetime of you having to deal with your baby mama or baby daddy. And that whole culture, that whole thing with, having kids without marriage, is never a good idea. To keep it 100, at least from my perspective, it's never a good idea to be having a bunch of kids out of wedlock, and then the man is going to be, doing what he does. Or if the girl is not the best girl in the world, she's going to be doing what she's doing, and then it's going to cause family issues. It's going to cause a lot of problems, and it's tragic. I think for the most part, I really do feel for the most part that Rihanna's pregnancy has been one of rebellion. In the way everything she does, it comes across as, I'm rebelling. And for what? To who? I don't think that people care that much. It's like, if you want to wear clothes that don't cover you up properly, what statement are you really making? You know what I'm saying? But once again, I just think it's ASAP's influence. I just think it's ASAP's influence of F this and F that, and and it's crass. You know what I'm saying? It's not the way that I feel a billionaire's boyfriend and more should conduct themselves. It's disappointing. At least for me, it's been very disappointing. But I do stand strongly with the idea of people doing what works for them and what makes them happy. So, ultimately, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, when all is said and done, as long as Rihanna is truly happy, that's all that matters. It may look kind of crazy to me, it may look kind of crazy to you, you know what I'm saying? But if this is what she's chose, especially for her diehard fans, they have no other choice but to accept it, or they'll lose interest. And I think the fact that we've been waiting for so long for music, I mean, we've all been waiting for music. I mean, are we really going to get any music? I don't know. I mean, it'd be great, but it's just like, we've been told that so many times. Oh yeah, the music is coming. Oh yeah, I'm back in the studio. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But does it ever happen? You know what I'm saying? Does it ever really happen? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So I'm at this point right now, you all, where I just really feel that you know, the baby is not here yet. I mean, now with him being arrested, Rihanna could get stressed out, and hopefully not, I don't know, I hope not, but it's just, I find it so hard to believe when people try to minimize what Rihanna is actually going through. just because it's Rihanna. You know, if it was any other girl, they would not want their man to be embarrassing them like this. And it's just baffling to me. I don't know if people don't really rate Rihanna that high. You know, according to social media, they make it seem like she's a queen, she's a goddess, and you know, rightfully so. But if you are a queen or a goddess, your behavior is going to reflect that. Your choice of men is going to reflect that. I think that when Rihanna was dating, she was definitely getting her experience. She was definitely seeing what works for her. I mean, I think we all, if we're all being honest, you know, the billionaire was the peak of her dating career, if you want to put it like that. I think that when she got with a billionaire, you know, that was a huge statement. And maybe to Rihanna, it's not. Maybe to Rihanna, it doesn't mean anything because she doesn't like him. But for the to the public, you see what I'm saying, to the public and people with a thinking cap, when she got with the billionaire, that was a huge statement. That was like shockwaves. That was a big deal. So to go from that to this, for me, is it's pitiful to watch, really. So with that said, I just think with you know, putting that whole discussion to a pause here before we go into the article. With that said, I think that, and I know that her team, the media, and so many other people are just trying to protect her, and they should. You know, she's heavily pregnant. She doesn't need the drama. She doesn't need paparazzi chasing her down the street in Barbados or anywhere else she's at, anywhere else that she wants to travel to, because she's been traveling a lot, you know, and good for her. You know, if you got the money, travel. As long as it's safe for her doctor to tell her, hey, you're pregnant by this many months, knock yourself out, then so be it. But you know, typically heavily pregnant ladies don't travel that much, but Rihanna has broke that mold. You know, she's broken a lot of molds when it comes to pregnancy, and that's her claim on it. You know, after this is all done and whatever happens with ASAP happens, you know, I think that the pregnancy will be just kind of seen as like this wild ride, you know, from Paris to Barbados to New York. I mean, she's had fun, and that's just Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something that with other celebrities I don't think you'd see, you know. But I do think that because of ASAP's influence to some degree, it's been like this. Because if she was pregnant for anybody else, especially like distinguished, it would not be this kind of pregnancy at all. You know, I don't think she would be allowed to go out like she's gone out in Barbados. That's for sure. I don't think she would be recommended to do these kind of things. And so it kind of makes me think, you know, are they really taking good care of her? Because she is heavily pregnant. You know, why are you all pushing her schedule for her to be out so much? And it's so cold, you know, it's so cold outside, and you have her in skimpy clothing. I mean, that's not caring for Rihanna or that child. That's just making her look crazy. You know, that's not really wanting her to be safe and healthy. That's just making her look like a mannequin to get dressed up. And that's not what a pregnant lady is. A pregnant lady is a pregnant lady. The health comes first. So my perspective is probably different from a lot of people, but I just see it differently. You see what I'm saying? So ASAP is ASAP. That's what I'm gonna say. I think ASAP is ASAP, and half of the things that he got up to, I don't think that we even know about. Real talk. I mean, that goes for a lot of these Hollywood couples. Half of the things they actually get up to, the media gets a small fraction. And then they spin it and spin it and spin it until it's no longer popular and no longer trending. And then they go on to the next celebrity. You know, that's what they do. So now let's get into the arrest. I want to see what this is about. To me, this is crazy. So here's what it says. The rapper arrived on a private plane from Barbados, where he had been on vacation with his girlfriend, the singer Rihanna. Okay, really should be fiance or wife, but it's girlfriend. Okay. They're saying that he was detained on Wednesday at Los Angeles International Airport in connection to November 2021 shooting. What the heck? According to multiple law enforcement sources familiar with the matter. They said that he has arrived. Okay, what else? The search warrant has been executed at mayor's residence in Los Angeles. The shooting was not reported in the media. In a statement on Twitter after publication of the article, the LAPD gave details of the November incident. Said early this morning, LAPD officers arrested Mayers for assault with a deadly weapon firearm at the Los Angeles International Airport. The case will be presented to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office for filing consideration. They're saying that LAPD made the arrest with assistance from Immigration and Customs Enforcement, Homeland Security investigators team. Now, what? And why are they calling him Mayers? That could be probably his real last, middle, or first name. Okay, now 33, so ASAP, basically. That's my ASAP. Now 33 was arrested in Sweden after a fight on the street between his entourage and two men. Then Donald Trump fought for his release. I think that, that was a whole other story. He was convicted of assault, given a suspended prison sentence, and had to pay more than $1,000 in damages. They're claiming that the representatives for ASAP and Rihanna have not responded to the comment. Why would they? Why would they? So, I think any lady can agree with me when I say that if we were in Rihanna's shoes, which we're not, thank God, but, with this drama, but if, any lady who's been pregnant, any lady who has kids, period, when it comes to the father figure, you have to really examine, and ask yourself, is this father material? Is this really good material to work with? Is this what you want your to be around you? And I'm just kind of shocked that Rihanna's even pick somebody like this. This was 2021 apparently. So I'm sure their inside circles have known about this. I'm sure they have. So in connection to the November 2021 shooting, the reports are claiming that he was charged with assault with a deadly weapon with a gun upon arriving from LA from the trip to Barbados. So all those pictures we see with Rihanna in Barbados, where he was there as well, this just happened. This just happened. Okay, they're saying that so where pregnant Rihanna was vacationing when he was detained by the Los Angeles Police Department, the LAPD said in a news release. NBC News and TMZ were first to report the news. Wow, look at this bail, you all. Rocky was charged with assault with a deadly weapon firearm, a felony at LAX. His bail was set to $550,000. 550,000. Okay, it's almost $1 million, according to the court reports. A rep for Rocky has not responded. His real name is Rakeem Mayers. The investigation has been underway for a November 6th shooting in Hollywood. November 6th shooting in Hollywood, in which the surviving victim, an acquaintance, said the rapper had shot him following an argument. So if we ever find out that this guy gets physical in arguments, that's going to be a huge red flag, because after what happened with her and Chris Brown, that's what comes to my mind is abuse. The victim said the incident occurred around 10:15 p.m. and he later sought medical treatment for a minor injury. The LAPD said Rocky and two additional males fled on foot after the shooting. They basically got away, okay? The case will be presented to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office for filing consideration, according to the police. So basically he touched down and they arrested him. Is that what they're trying to say? That basically on a private, like, right, on a private plane, right? The private plane arrived at the LA airport, right? And then they just took him away? Like, what? Or maybe question him. So he was taken into custody. So let's see if there's been any updates since. Is he released? Is he not? Let's see what's going on here. There's an update 2 hours ago by E-News. So E-News has dropped a report 2 hours ago. ASAP was arrested at LAX airport on April 20th after flying in from his trip with pregnant Rihanna. So was Rihanna with him? Doesn't seem like it. Because nowhere here does it say Rihanna was next to him when he was getting taken into custody. Right? Wow, I mean, the timing is crazy. The fact that they could have taken him into custody probably, well, this happened in November, you see. So maybe they couldn't, I guess, I mean, carry out the custody warrant because maybe at the time they didn't have all the information. This happened in November of last year. So perhaps they wanted to wait, but that's like really bad timing. I mean, but I guess when it comes to the LAPD, they're like, we don't care. We don't care if your girl's pregnant. Like, we got business to handle, but it's kind of how it's coming across to me. As a result of his conviction, he was given a suspended prison sentence and did not serve any additional time. He was ordered to pay about $1,270 in damages to the victim. This was this was a Sweden situation, right? We all knew what happened with Donald Trump and all that. Okay, so I mean, like I said, is this a good look? No. Is this fair to Rihanna? No. Um, is this really a dangerous time to be dealing with stuff like that when, she's so heavily pregnant? Yes. Um, I think it's unfortunate that Rihanna has to even be with somebody like this. But this is why people say, choose your partner very carefully. The person you have a child with, choose very carefully. So anyway, you all, that's the gist of it. There was a shooting. I allegedly they're putting ASAP on the chopping block. They're pointing the finger at him, and they have him apparently in custody. Terrible, terrible for all parties involved. Very sad. I just, like I said, I just still can't believe that Rihanna would pick somebody like this. This is what I can't understand. Of all the men in the world that want to be with her, and ASAP probably knows this. That's the craziest part, is ASAP knows that so many other people want to be with her, wanted to have a chance with Rihanna, and you mess up like this, you're out here carrying on like this. And then on top of that, if the cheating rumors are true, which, come on, it's ASAP. The good thing in all this is that Rihanna has her own stability financially. That's really all I can see, you know, with this. The reactions of this arrest on social media, I'm just gonna see what people are saying before I sign off here. I gotta go. 30 minutes. Okay, so not too bad for time. I just want to see what people are saying. Somebody put, Rihanna's about to give birth. Now she got to worry and stress like this. Please have some empathy. Somebody put Drake after saying the intel that ASAP got arrested. I can't. The Drake jokes with ASAP are just something else. Something else. Complex Music said, breaking news, ASAP was reportedly met by cops at LAX and put under arrest. I mean, when I saw this, I was like, I gasped. Like, I was like, like when I saw it, I was like, what? Who got arrested now? Like, is this girl serious? Okay. Somebody put, ASAP getting arrested when Rihanna appears to be days away from giving birth. Take it, father. Take it, father. What do they mean by that? Does she mean like miscarriage? That's terrible. Don't wish that on anybody. I'm just reading comments, you all, seeing people think about this. Yeah, a lot of people feel really bad for Rihanna, it seems. Obviously, I mean, who doesn't? Somebody else put, the only reason ASAP Rocky getting arrested isn't funny is because it's going to stress Rihanna out, and I don't play like that. Yep. Yep. Well, you know, giving birth, having a baby is hard enough. You know, being a first time mom, I'm sure, is hard enough. I don't have any kids yet. You know, with me, I gotta be married first before I bring children into the world. I don't get down like that. But Rihanna's a billionaire, so like they all say, you know, these rich girls, these uber rich girls, they 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 do things differently. To each one's own. You see what I'm saying? Whatever works for you works for you. It don't work for me, but it worked for you. I have to agree. I just think that, you know, like to be a first time mom, the crying, I mean, obviously Rihanna will have help, but let's be real. You know, Rihanna, I'm sure, will be a hands-on mom, like a lot of celebrity moms are, up to an extent. You know, it's up to her how she wants to run her household. If she's gonna be in Barbados for the birth, we really haven't seen any information about that. Her mother will be there. Her family will be there. So I don't, like I said, I don't see Rihanna as being the type of lady to just have the nannies take care of it. Like, I don't see that. I don't get that vibe from her. That's a compliment. I see her being hands-on. I see her wanting to know what's going on with her child, her baby. So, yeah, you know, putting motherhood for the first time coupled with a no good boyfriend who's always in the news causing you issues is not a good combination. And that's why I'm going to say in closing with you all that I believe that it's just like a matter of time. You know, and there's no shade, there's nothing funny when I say that. It's a matter of time. Like Rihanna is Rihanna. She's not going to put up with that. I'm telling you all. So unless a miracle happens, which miracles do happen, the baby gets here and they're in heaven, practically paradise. Nothing is happening. This gets dismissed, he's released, back to normal. That could happen. But what I'm saying is, when they become parents for the first time, and more is going to come out, because I can already tell by what's happening right now that more about ASAP is going to come out. Rihanna will have to deal with it, and it may get to a point where, let's be real, it may get to a point where Rihanna is like, you know what, I have my baby now, I've had a safe delivery, and I don't need you, I don't need to deal with this. We are better as friends, or we're better as co-parents. Like, it happens to a lot of celebrities. So that's what it's looking like. It's looking like a situation where I believe that Rihanna and her team, not even ASAP, I'm saying just Rihanna and her team, are trying to keep it cool. They're trying to just get this baby safely here and delivered. And then everything else that comes with her boyfriend is news after, is important after the baby comes. The baby is number one priority. The health of the baby is number one priority. And that's how I see it. So I'm sure all of you watching are going to have a different opinion about, who he cheated with, or, what I'm saying, or why they're even together. I mean, people think a lot of different things. That's the beauty of having our own mind, our own opinion, is everybody has their own opinion. But this is my opinion. And my opinion is that Rihanna is way too smart. She's not going to mess nothing up for that baby so early in the game. You know what I'm saying? The baby is not even here, according to what we know. We don't know if we're even going to get the right information. Because with these billionaires, it could be a situation where Rihanna gives birth and then the media doesn't even have the right information. We have no idea, but regardless, the baby's due any day now. So what I'm saying is, I feel like Rihanna will handle this after the birth, not before. And that's what I think is working for her, because what I see in the pictures is she's very carefree. She's loving being on the island. Like, she's loving her life. She's living her life. So is she going to let every little thing ASAP does get to her? That's going to be up to her. And with her being pregnant, it just kind of eliminates that. It kind of pushes this out of the way completely, to a point where it's like, what, she has to take care of herself. So in a way, the pregnancy is kind of, is I feel really helping the situation, because she's pregnant, she can't get super upset. She can't get super stressed. She has to remain calm, in order for this delivery to be smooth and sound and safe. So in a way, it just makes sense. So I don't think that Rihanna, even with the cheating allegations, I don't see Rihanna being the kind of lady to just, eject ASAP out of the situation while she's pregnant. If anything, she's going to, probably live with him, or they're going to be in close residences, or even far, who knows. And they're going to be always around each other. I mean, they're parents now. So I see probably it being a situation where ASAP is around Rihanna. They're together with the baby, and their relationship is separate from being a parent. Like a lot of people are, celebrity or not, the relationship that they have is separate from loving their child. And that's what I think is a mature thing, and is what I see Rihanna is going to do. She's going to be around ASAP with the child, and then until she feels like, okay, if this is not going to be marriage, or if it's not going to go higher in commitment, that's going to be up to them. That's their personal business. That's what I feel. So thank you all for watching. That's just my commentary. I know that I made commentary for the breaking news with the cheating allegations, and thank you all for the support. Actually, before I close, I want to add that I was doing a live stream video of a reading I did, and I just there was so much in it where it was like not even a doubt that that was true, not even a doubt in my mind. And I just felt like, you know what, because she's pregnant, there's no point in me reading about that. You know what I'm saying? It's ASAP, Dusty. It's ASAP. Like I'm not surprised. I'm not gonna be surprised. This is kind of shocking because it's sad, but like in terms of personal behavior, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. And I only person I feel bad for is the baby and Rihanna. But because Rihanna is so strong and has so much money, I feel like she'll be okay. You know, no matter what, she'll be okay. And that's just the beauty of having your own money, ladies, and having your own mind is you could do what you want to do. You know, if you don't have that plush cushion, you're trapped, you're stuck. You know, and because Rihanna is not stuck in that way, and she has the financial means to go to and flow and do whatever she wants, she doesn't have to be in a relationship she doesn't want to be in. So besides the media and everything else, you know, it's up to her. Like I said, I just see Rihanna being very independent, so I don't think that that's gonna keep flying with her. I really don't. But the baby's not here yet, so that's what they have to focus on. Anyway, well, thank you for watching. Bye. Subscribe.